Well, hello everybody, Laguna back here. We are going to do something a little special for this channel. We have hunted down and captured, well not captured, bought all of the .hack IMOCs, Infection, Mutation, Outbreak, Quarantine, which are the original .hack series. This came before GU. GU just got a re-release on the PS4 a couple of years ago. But I hunted down a PS2 Slim, hunted down a memory card, which took like 6 months for the memory card to arrive. Slim arrived in like a week. These, it took me like 2 months of paychecks to find. But hey, we're here. We'll turn on the PS2. There we go. Here we go. I'm actually excited for this. More excited than you'll ever know. Like, this is... I'm super excited. It's also, like, after using the PS5, the PS2 controller feels really light and kind of flimsy, and I don't want to say trash, because it's obviously not trash, but hey, here we are. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a fun... Hopefully this loads. Awkward. Oh, there we go. There we go. Hopefully this will be a good experience. Now, you guys might see a little less of a blur than I do, and I might actually be focused on this screen more than this screen, because holy hell, this is so blurry. Okay, I'm going to skip that, because... Whew. Oh, God. This brings me back to my childhood. I made a mistake before of selling off my .hack IMOC collection, and I don't even know why I sold it. I think at one point I thought I would stop playing video games altogether, or some dumb revelation like that. But I'm so glad I was able to find these again, because these bring me back to my childhood. And I don't even remember most of what happened in these games, but we're here. Oh boy. So let's enjoy as we open .hack Infection. No. Yeah, .hack Infection. Okay. Request for the Twilight Dragon. I don't know why they do this in German. Rumbles the dark hearth, and Helba, Queen of the Dark, has raised finally her army. Aperon, King of Light, beckons. At the base of the rainbow they meet. Against the abominable wave, together they fight. I'm assuming, Alva's Lake boils. Light's great tree doth fall. Power, all now to droplets turned in the temple of Archicol, returns to nothing. This world, if I can read that. Never to return the Shadowed One. Request for the Twilight Dragon. I'm assuming this is the premise of the MMO. It's the Epitaph of Twilight by Emma Wieland. Wieland. So the whole premise of this game, by the way, and this is like the original Sword Art Online. This is
okay. User
the better
registration
one.
is done. Now for a name.
Oh my god, I forgot how terrible PS2 audio was.
For me. I'd better hurry.
Yasuhiko. Yeah, reconfirm your character name. Let's make my username Laguna, as always. Kind of sucks that I had to play as a male character, but that's just me. Oh, no. How do I... There we go. There we go. God, some of these controls are a little fun. I like how it goes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. And I get it that that's half of the alphabet, but then it goes 0, 1. Then Nopkerstovwix is 23. It's just... I don't know. I don't know why I find that funny. There we go. We may as well. I am now a character. To start the game, select the world from your desktop. Now, this is actually an interesting game because it's supposed to be like an MMO simulator, which is really weird because why not just make an MMO? You're on the PS2. PS2 obviously has online capabilities. Final Fantasy XI, Champions of Norath, those were online games. A lot of people don't remember that the PS2 had an internet connection, which is kind of surprising. So here it is, the Ultimate Desktop. And this is the start of every time you load up the game. When you save your game, unlock items, you want to change your background, all the power to you.
I'll check my email first.
Of course you'll check your email first. So Yasuhiko, did you finish registering? What kind of character are you? Oh, and like I said at school, you'll regret it if you use a smart-ass name. I'm Orca in the world, so keep that in mind. Don't call me by my real name. You can be a different person when you're there. Well, more like the guy you want to be. Anyway, I'll be at Root Town. CC Corp says thank you for registering. This is a notification email to complete the process. The world is comprised of several servers. Input codes at Chaos Gates. So Aqua capital Mak Anu is the Delta server, Root Town. Mak Anu means the son of a goddess. There are waterways throughout the town. The sounds and the scenery will bring you peace. Doloreg means that the Weaver Guardian. It is a city protected by sprites with buildings made of rocks coexisting with nature. The wind will challenge the adventurers on the quest. Cultural city Carmina Gadelica, which is the Lambda? Means the Song of Gael. It is a metropolis, a fusion of science and traditional cultural knowledge. Sigma. Fort Oof. Fort Oof. Oof. It means Fort of the Elves. It originated as a fort built in preparation for war with Carmina Gadelica, but since the peace agreement it has acted as a watchtower for monsters. And then there's the Omega server, Leofail. Means the Stone of Destiny. The city was a holy ground of the Tartarga people before the Great War, but it was destroyed by the Carmina Gadelica forces, which did not like the idea. Please choose them at the Chaos Gate. It is recommended that you play in Delta while your level is low. The system of the world has been updated to 2.75. With this update, the following elements have been added. For a group of monsters, certain physical and magical elements will cause 0 damage because of their defense mechanisms. Attack with elemental skills that are the opposite will do double the damage, so it's basically like an RPG. Treasure chest items, you contain different items depending on the type of treasure chests. Many items are now available from the God statue. For more information, see the board. Cool. So, the WNC is the World Network Council. World Network Council announced today that the market penetration of the Network OS Ultimate has reached almost 100% around the globe. This means that all networked computer terminals in homes or businesses are now compatible with Ultimate. The World Network Corporation Public Relations stated that the Pluto Kiss incident December 2005... I thought this game was made in 2001. Oh well. The incident of December 2005 and the 2-year period following the incident, commonly known as Twilight of the New Gods, is now only a page in history. Some officials state that after 6 emotional years of ups and downs, the new generation Hypernet plan proposed in April 2004 has finally been fulfilled. The 0.49% error rate. I like this kind of fake news that they built up around the world. It kind of adds more to the feel of it being an actual MMO. The sound recognition devices evolved to near perfection with a less than 0.5% error rate. When switched to chat mode, it recognizes the pauses by the speaker and translates them as ... The day may come when keyboards are obsolete. That is funny. Neurogoggle. Sonos, which is kind of funny because it sounds like Sony, announced that it will soon sell a new head-mounted video display, the Neurogoggle FMD. It was customized for the popular CC Corporation game, The World. Retail price has not been set yet. But the product features compatible with the mega popular online game The World, lightweight with rainbow eye coding, whatever that means, maximum of 100-hour consecutive use with a CC iron battery. That would be ideal. It actually kind of looks like a modern VR headset too. Like if you take the front of it and you just make it thicker, it kind of looks like the Sony PSVR. The World tops 20 million. Sales of the online game have exceeded 20 million copies worldwide. The game was the first online game released since the Twilight of the New Gods incident. It sold 10 million copies in its first 6 months and has steadily grown in sales through various upgrades. Reports state that there are around 10 million users in Japan alone. CC Corp, in its press release, stated, "We are grateful for the support, but we also feel there's a social obligation that we must meet." According to a source within CC Corp, they are considering a submission to Guinness World Records as highest selling game in history. And the Real-Time Transportation Control System, RTCS, ended its trial period today and will be fully operational starting tomorrow. It's predicted that chronic traffic jams will be resolved by the system. System's main feature is the ability to control and adjust traffic lights depending on the situation. It can also predict the best timing at railway stops. When there's a crime, it'll turn all traffic lights around the area red to help prevent the culprit from escaping. It's questionable whether criminals will follow traffic laws. That is a good point, actually. So that's the World News Service. Or Web News Service. And I like how at the very top there's actually an icon. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's this game that I had as a kid, and I've been trying to find it without paying $500 for it. And I did actually find an emulated version of it. And I do want to play it eventually. But if you look at the top, there's this little cartoon that says Tail Concerto. That's actually a reference to a game that is actually made by Bandai called Tail Concerto. And in it, you play a police dog who kind of has this weird suit, like, it's like a mech suit, but the arms are just like almost like tank treads that kind of flap as you walk. But as a police dog, you go capturing cats in bubbles, and you interrogate them. And now those 3 cats that are at the top of the screen are actually the 3 cats of the Black Cat Gang, who are causing crap all around the city. So it's actually really cool that Tail Concerto is showing up in here. And I am actually I'm surprised I didn't notice this when I was a kid playing through this game. Because Tail Concerto, I think I played after .hack. But it's again one of those games that I sold off thinking I would never play video games again. And now I really have a regret on that because it's just ridiculously hard to find a copy that's under like $300. So we'll look at the board. So let's have a brief introduction to the system here. What's a skill? You can use skills by equipping armor or weapons. It's an attack that uses up SP. When change weapons are lost to skill. Yes, skills are based on equipment, not characters. So if you change your equipment, you can't use that skill anymore. The skill you lost was probably on your old weapon. Aside from attack, power, and defense, you should keep skills in mind. Skill I have that I can't use. Don't have enough SP, target is not in range. It's probably one or the other. There's a range with every skill, so if the target isn't within range, you can't use it. I suppose you can cast on all enemies. There is. Skills with range and range attack or something like that, since they are area effects. If it's an attack spell, it does about half the damage to the enemy around the target, so use it wisely. It becomes something very similar. Healing spells on allies is similar, so you can heal other members around the target. That's kind of cool. More expensive armor, but weaker against magic attacks. Probably the magical defense of the armor is low. There's magical defense and physical defense. Even if physical defense is high, if your magic defense is low, you can't guard against magic damage. Cool. That's a lot of info. Defense lessens damage you receive. Evade is the frequency you get hit. Cool. This is good to know. You do know that Souvile and Miule, paralysis and charm, can't be avoided even if you increase magic evasion, right? If you increase the spirit status for curse, sleep, confusion, and charm, then increase body for poison, paralysis, and slowdown, it won't decrease damage, but it will decrease the frequency you are affected by those spells. We already know about the elements and opposing elements, so that's all. Armor. I got plate armor, but I can't equip it. Wave Masters can only equip the lightest armor. Twin Blades and long... Okay, so armor does have character classes, too. Enemies are strong. Check the board. Need addresses for other players to create party. The Zeit statue at the bottom of the dungeon is searching for an adventurer to give a title as Hero Zeit. The only way to get the title is to get to the Zeit statue as fast as you can. Those who want the praise of a Zeit statue select Chronicling as Part A. Chaos Gate. Look for an area of the dungeon close to the entrance and that doesn't have many floors. The hero Zeit must also be versed in looking for an advantageous area. So first place is Balmung, second place is Orca, third place is Sonic Hawk, fourth place Mark. Okay. So in other words, I need to get the hero Zeit, I need to beat Balmung and get to the bottom of a dungeon within 2 minutes and 12 seconds. That's good to know. I'm actually gonna notepad. Let me just. So these are really, really good things because this is like it's a chronicling Zeit. They're good to know because it's challenges that are through the game. Or that's just real world stuff. Yeah. World reaches 20 million. That's normal. Neuro goggle. Keyword creation. There we go. So I got some keywords during play and tried them, but they don't seem to work. Parameters, the chaos gate way too strong. Teach a good way. I used the word bursting in part A, like Corm said, but the enemies were too strong. There was probably a word aside from bursting. Were there more than 2 joules in the area levels? In case like that with high priority takes precedence. Interesting. So more than one word can set a parameter, but there are parameters that you can't set with any of the words. What's a grunty? Found this item called root vegetable in the field. It was jumping up and down. Thought it was a monster, but when I looked at the key items list, it said food for grunty. Probably in Delta server. There aren't any grunties in that one. Grunties are living in Theta server's branch. Kind of look like a mix between a pig and a cow. Which, by the way, if you've ever seen physical copies of this game, that thing that Kite is riding is a grunty. And when you get them maxed out, you can have them trade items and stuff, apparently. A pig. Okay, I'll go try to do what I can. Now you also will spring a mist. There are times when the level of the weapon increases or decreases. Is there a reason? Weather seems to play a role. When I put a weapon in the grasslands, it was sunny. It got strong. When it was raining, the weapon got weaker. Pretty sure weather is involved, though I don't think it really matters what kind of field you're in. I tried it at night, both weapons and armor got strong. Cloudy, armor got weaker. When it was thunder and rain, my armor got stronger. Hard, Grandpa, unless you're annoying. Armor got strong, so I won't complain. People apparently collect golden axe. Most of people collect the gold and silver axe at high levels. I wonder why they collect these low items. You just throw in an unwanted item to get a gold and silver axe. Cool. Straw millionaire. Starting with cat's blades, and after trading several times, I got Megiddo wand. To a twin blade, the wand for Waymaster is not an important item, but even though it's not important to you, it might be important to the other party. Yeah, that's normal. Symbols. It explodes when you touch it. Okay. They have a special effect near the healing, increasing your strength, etc. Effects are random, so you don't know what you're going to get. Things on fire in the field are the same. That is good to know. And this is all stuff that was in the emails. So let's log in. Here we go. Mac Anu, the Aqua Capital. I'm actually excited to get back into this.
Hey, you made it.
His mouth doesn't even move. I forgot how old this game is. This is not... It didn't age well. This could really use a remake, honestly. Let's be real.
Hey, it's me, Orca, the Blade Master.
Wow! You look so different from the real Yasuhiko. Nothing like the real you.
Yeah, obviously.
Hey, in this game I'm Orca, regardless of what I am in reality. I'm pretty well known here.
Fair. That's kind of how I am on Final Fantasy XIV. I've got a character that's pretty well known on my server, but I don't want to give the name away.
No, you look great.
Anyway, take this.
Not like well known on the server, I should say. I'm more like well known within the FC, because the FC, like, we all talk to each other. I have Orca's member address.
Member address is the flash mail address you can only access in the world.
Flash mail?
With flash mail, you can exchange messages with others in real time, as long as you are in the world. It's mostly used by newbies to contact other players to form a
Okay,
party.
but seriously though, Bandai, if you make an MMO of this game, I will. Like, I know that the Atelier Online had a beta recently, but if you had a .hack online, it was actually like this and had VR capabilities, you have no idea how many people would actually buy into that, as long as it was, like, decently done. Like, this would be a perfect MMO, because people are used to the franchise.
Try it out by inviting me to join your party.
Sure.
First, press the triangle button to open the menu.
Like how they actually call it the triangle button.
In the menu, select Next.
Add Orca.
Choose a player you want. Since you
Jared, you probably only have my member address.
press the X button twice. Ah, got it. Join my party. It's kind of weird mailing each other when we're face to face.
Fun fact on this one, though, my brothers and I used to, like, MSN each other from across the hallway back home, so it's not that weird. Oh my god.
See? My name appears under your screen. That means I'm in your party.
Cool.
By the way, flash mail is only available when you're in a town. Oh, and you can't contact people when they're not logged into the world.
The world.
People do have a life, you know. We're not online 24/7. In other
Well.
words, you can't always count on the same members to form a party. So, try to get as many member addresses as you can. You'll have more fun that way. Well, how you play is up to you. But since EXP and stuff isn't divided among party members, you really don't benefit if you go solo.
Good.
Okay. Well, why
Just
don't we
good.
head off? There's nothing to worry about. I found a perfect place for newbies. This is the Chaos Gate. Sort of transfer device that takes us from one place to another. Now, press the X button. In the world, each play zone is called an area.
Area.
Determined by a combination of 3 keywords. Select New. This is the keyword screen. At the top is the entry plate. You put the 3 selected keywords one by one for each part. A, B, and C.
So-
Left of the entry plate is all the keywords you have. You can collect more of them by reading your emails, the board, and from other players. Now, let's enter some
This would be an
keywords
amazing
by starting
MMO.
with Select. Good. Now you're done specifying the area. Oh, one more thing. You see the symbol on the left next to the keyword?
Yes.
That's the server symbol.
Oh,
It
okay.
indicates which server you are currently logged on to.
What if anyone's ever gone through this game and played through every single possible combination of these
This
words?
symbol is Delta, so we're logged on to the Delta server. The list on the bottom right is the area status list. See the jewel next to the field type and dungeon?
Yes.
That indicates how the selected keyword affects the status. For example, check the field type.
Yes.
See the jewel on the right? This means that the field type is being determined by Aquafield, the keyword in C.
Cool.
We don't know what kind of field the current keyword will create until we get there. But once we learn the effect of that keyword, we can combine it with other keywords effectively.
So basically, if this creates a field which is like just plains, aqua field, like anything blank blank aqua field, will make the same.
For more details, check out the
Yeah.
board on your own time. All right, let's get going to the Delta Bursting
Past
Past
over
Over
aqua
Aquafield.
field.
Select Warp.
Sure. Let's warp. Warp speed ahead. God, I am so nostalgic right now. This is actually like really, really exciting me. Oh,
Before we get going, let me explain to you about the camera control.
Can I skip this? Yeah.
The
Adjust your view to see your enemy, blah blah blah. If you don't use the camera right, you'll be dead before you know it. Cool.
First, rotate the camera. Push either the L1 button or the R1 button to move the camera.
Yep.
Good. You can zoom the camera in or out by using the right analog stick. Try it. Yeah. Finally, you reset the camera. There you go.
Cool.
Remember, when the battle starts, constantly adjust your camera.
Sure.
Okay. And this is the field. It's the lowest level in the area. When you want to return to the town, press the triangle button and select Gate Out from the menu.
Cool.
Grassland, wilderness, and
It's also weird saying
are
press the
some of
triangle
field
button when
types.
triangle is
You
also
can
delta
set
in
them
this.
with keywords. The
Combination of field type and weather determines the area elements.
For example,
Sure.
if it's a grassland and it's rainy, that area will be a water element stage.
So if it's grassland and it's sunny, it's going to be a wood element?
The elements also affect the type of monsters that will appear and the items you can get. Don't worry about it now. As you get used to it, combine words to get different elements.
Sure.
Now, let's get going on our quest. First, check the map at top right.
The red down arrow is the gate to the dungeon. Cool. The dungeon's deepest level is a god statue that holds a rare item. The goal is to reach the statue. Enemies are often tougher down there, so gain some levels above ground before you head below. Cool.
By using the fairy's orb, hidden data on the map becomes visible, like this.
So I'm going to need to stock up some fairy orbs. Yellow areas are magic portals, which you encounter monsters and treasures.
All right. How
Cool.
about we go pick a fight? Head for one of the magic portals.
Yes.
For a basic attack, approach the target and press the X button. By the way,
The cursor appears on the target so that you can check its name and
try
HP.
using a basic attack to defeat some monster. You started to get the hang of it, right? Okay, let's try using skill. Press the triangle button to open the menu and select skills.
Sure.
Okay then. Choose rep from the list. When the target cursor... That's
Rep.
it. Pretty easy, huh? You can target a party member for recovery or remedy skills, and the enemy for attack skills.
Cool.
Remember, you can only apply skills before using a skill. Adjust the camera so that your target comes into view.
Sure.
What? It's...
Your turn to tell me what to do using chat commands. I'll teach you to use... Okay.
Okay then.
So square, first aid.
Well, it's good to be the boss, isn't it?
Well, I mean,
If you use it well, you can bunch up on the enemy.
I wouldn't say it's good to be boss.
Each party member. When you add new members to the party, try various check. That's it for now. Just remember what you... When
Cool. Oh god, I'm so used to using my right stick to change the camera angles. Damn, Orca, you're powerful. Also, is this...
This spring has a strange feel.
I have nothing to throw in. Thanks. Ooh, what's this? Orca, you are so powerful. Go, Orca. Haha. Like, I want to feel bad, but oh my god, this is... I need a better controller, I think, or this is just really... Awkward. The world. I like how they just call it the world. Like,
Now we can start exploring the dungeon.
sure.
One thing you need to remember is that you can't gate out when you're in a dungeon.
Fair.
To gate out and return to the town, you have to go back to the field. The sprite ocarina will warp you to the surface.
But you can't use it during battle.
Listen, you,
You should know there are two types of treasure. Normal and
this
booby
one's
trapped.
normal. This one's booby-trapped. Notice a different color? Try to open it as is, and you're screwed. Just use the fortune wire on it. See?
Cool. God, this. I hope Orca has a sprite ocarina or some or fairy orb or whatever it's called. Hey, girl.
What the? Did you just see that?
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Was that thing chasing her?
It must be a new
Yeah,
world
but-
event or something.
Something like that on this level?
Now she went to the right, so I'm gonna go left. Yeah, let's go. Isn't the world
Better watch out. We're trapped in here. In the dungeon, there are rooms with traps everywhere. The only way to get out of a trap like this is by activating all the magic portals in the room.
Sure.
All right, let's charge to that magic portal.
Yeah. Good question. Fairy orb. Oh, shit. I should probably go right first. Just to see what was going on with that girl and that guy. Monster. Whatever you call it. Isn't the world fun? Yes, it actually is. It would get very dry and monotonous after a while. Speed charm. It's so... The music is just perfect for this game. Like, this genuinely makes me feel like I'm in a dungeon. God, if only the VR headset was capable of this. Although part of me wonders now. I know it wouldn't be possible with the VR headset itself. Oh, wait, never mind. No, because the PS4 goes in the VR unit. Never mind. I'm being crazy. Bow, 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 bow. It's a little repetitive, the music. But at least, you know, it's got some oomph on it, you know? Okay, so let's go right, then we'll go left, and then we'll go forward. Healing potion. Oh, thanks, Orcs. Orca. I keep doing that. There's another streamer that I follow, Amy, Simpleton Game Queen, and sometimes in conversation, I just randomly call her Ames. It didn't even start anything. It just or anywhere. It just happened naturally, and it's like saying "fam" ironically, and you can't stop.
This is the room where the statue is. There's only one of them at the dungeon's deepest level, and you can get rare item. That's enough adventure for now.
If we have Sprite Ocarina, we can warp out, but we don't have one, so we gotta go back where we just came. Cool. Steel blades, rainbow card, and a grunt doll. Level 1 weapon for Twin Blade. Let's equipment. So I had a Nun Saber Dance versus Tiger Claws. I mean, I may as well equip it, right? Cool. Now, between sessions, I may level up my character a little bit just by exploring random-ass worlds. Or random dungeons. I kind of want to explore a little bit of everything just to see what's going on. Now, one thing I do want to mention...
Was the rumor true?
Take this. Huh? Please take this. There's no time. Please.
What's this?
This also an anime disc in with every game.
The power it holds can bring forth either
Called Liminality.
salvation or destruction at the whim of the user.
You're...
It's coming.
Giggity. Well, let's see what we've got going on.
Run. It'll kill you.
It's very 90s, this music.
What the hell? What is this? Something wrong. Nothing works. It wasn't supposed to be this way. I'm sorry. Get out of here!
Yeah, I don't think I can escape from this. Intense. Talk about intense. Let's rap. I'm kidding. Steam E-Roar. Here comes a book falling from the skies. Ignore the boobies. You don't want to stare at those. Well, maybe you do.
What was wrong with Yasuhiko? Why was he upset?
Probably because his character was not powerful enough to take down the other character.
I wanted to ask him, but he wouldn't even pick up the phone. And then, the next day, I found out that Yasuhiko had been hospitalized. I rushed to the hospital, but they wouldn't even let me see him. But I guess it's better this way. I didn't want to see him all week, and he wouldn't want that either. But what the hell happened to him? I have a feeling that the key to it is somewhere in the world.
The key is somewhere in the world. Otherwise, this wouldn't have a 4-game series. But hey. Server problems. Due to problems with servers, currently we're focusing our efforts on finding the cause of the problem. However, in order to proceed efficiently, we'll limit play only to Delta and Theta servers. There is no save card. Yeah, we'll put a save card in. So hey, here we are. Yasuhiko has finally, well not finally, but Yasuhiko has been eliminated essentially. Which, I mean, you know, it happens. It really does. Only in this case, being eliminated in the world puts you into a coma in real life. This is a long time for this to make a save data. This is suspiciously long. There we go. Jesus. Wait, did I make... Is my safeguard really that big? 1 second. This one. Because it said 8 megabyte. That's 1 meg. I don't know where my other PS2 memory card is. But whatever. There we go. I have played for 38 minutes. So for me, this is just a really cool game. Just, I don't want to say it's cool in the... It's like the most badass thing ever. It's just, for me, it's cool as conceptually, because it's like... Sword Art Online is like the modern generation version of this game. I feel like Sword Art Online ripped this game off to make its concept. The whole idea that you're stuck in the world if something happens to you, and then if something happens to you in the world, something happens to you in real life. It's the same thing with Sword Art Online. I haven't seen the whole series yet, so maybe it's a little different. But from what I remember, the developers came through and said, hey, everyone, now that you're logged in, y'all are stuck here. Make it to floor 100, and you live. If you die in the game, you die in real life. But I'm actually, like, I'm excited to play through this again. And I really am. I really am. More excited than you'll ever know. This is a trip down memory lane for me. And not only is it a trip down memory lane, but it is just fun overall. But we'll be back next time for .hack Infection.